All right. Is anybody there? All right. Awesome. We are live. All right. Can you guys see me? Seems a little laggy here. Let's see. Let's see if I'm going to get caught up here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Anybody? Hello, hello. Let's see. Just wanted to sit out and make sure that I'm actually live. Let's see here. All right. We do have, okay, awesome. All right, guys. Just wanted to double check. My screen's kind of laggy right now. I don't know exactly what the deal is, but yeah. All right. Okay. Awesome. All right. We got Richard. What's going on, man? Good evening. Elton, hey, how are you? My wife and I watch your channel often. Where do you get the arbitrary? All right. Bring them on. Bring them on. However I can help, man. Great videos, Daniel. Thank you, Isaac. Appreciate it, man. Just trying to put it together best I can for you guys. So, yeah. David, what's going on, man? Hey, Daniel. Loud and clear. Awesome. Good audio. Isaac, Sean. How we doing, Sean? I'm over here. Oh, Paul. Paul, you caught me. We are definitely thinning out in the middle here, but I'm grateful for all the other hair I've got that's left. This isn't going to be stopping growing anytime soon, but yeah, I got a haircut and it was definitely needed. The old, bush sides were just kind of popping out, and couldn't really fit a hat on my head, so it was time. But welcome to the thinning club, brother. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think my dad, he went into the Navy, but even in high school, he had a crew cut. He was, I think, high school or college, I think he said that he could already tell he was losing some. So it was actually a couple years ago that I was actually able to count. Some guys have the little stub stuff right here. And I was actually able to count his hairs. They were just right here. Not the whole thing, but just the little patch that grew right here. And I think it was like something like 82 or something. It was crazy. But anyways, we had fun doing that. It's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, I'm grateful for the hair we got still. So it is what it is. Paul, me too. High and tight. Yep. Frank, what's going on, man? Glad to have you here. Isaac, do you listen to sports radio on the highway? I have maybe a few times. I do have XM radio. I honestly generally don't listen to it, or I don't know why. I'm usually listening to a podcast or the Bible or some type of long YouTube video talking about various things, but Mr. Ryder, he just bailed on me, so about rocked the whole boat here, the whole desk. But he's looking like he's about to jump off the top of the stairs here. But yeah, we're gonna stay back, buddy. Okay, well, hold on, I gotta see what's going on here. And do you think college ball is bigger and better than the NFL? I don't know. I love football. Historically, I've always enjoyed watching football, no matter professional or not. College, I played 8th grade through senior year of high school. And I love football to death. The thought of I was an offensive lineman. I was a left guard, and then I was a center. Right before the season, my senior year or junior year, when our center went down, and for the first 2 games of the year, I was the guy who had the best spiral to be able to get it to our quarterback. So, yeah, it was some ugly games. But anyways, yeah, I definitely hope. I can't remember all the different conferences that are still willing to play, or if certain conferences are starting to for college. I think the Big Ten is going to. They're just a little delayed for sure. But anyways, yeah, probably college is definitely going to be bigger, at least this year for NFL. Paul, thanks for all the great info as always. Getting my truck ready. Be up there soon. Okay, awesome, Paul. Awesome. Tim, what's going on, man? Glad to have you here. Richard, boys, I'm inbound to Goshen for training and onboarding tomorrow. Awesome, Richard. Good to have you. Good deal. Jeffrey, I like the Enlightened channel, Southern Gospel. Yeah. If you're talking about the Sirius XM radio, I've definitely listened to some of the Southern Gospel stuff. Some of the Christian music on there. Definitely good channels to listen to. John, keep killing it, brother. Vids are great. Appreciate it, man. Thanks so much. Glad to be a help if I can, and just put whatever else that's relevant to you guys out there. So let's see. Okay, so I guess your message got flagged there. Let me write your email down there, Elton. Let's see here. Esther, I'm just writing this down here. Sorry. To at yahoo.com. All right. That right. Okay. All right. Elton, I will get with you. Let's see. Tim, do they have trade magazines for RV transporters? I don't know. I'm not sure about that. So just so you guys know, just want to share, a little update. This week, I'm not going to be on the road, most of the week at least. This week, I've got somebody's EGR cooler that I'm going to be cleaning for them, the cooler and the valve. I've got a friend's wheel hub assembly on their car. It's a couple that I've known for some time, and they just need some help. And I've never replaced a wheel hub assembly on their kind of car before, but we're just going to, by faith, step out and try to be a help to them. They know nothing of vehicles, and both front wheel hub assemblies are toast, evidently. So I am definitely going to be trying to help them out. That'll probably be Tuesday. Wednesday, if you saw several videos ago, went to visit my grandma, and it's that time again. I've got to help her out with some stuff around the house. So this week's going to be kind of getting booked up, and then I also have a major addition to my garage, my tools in my garage. So it is currently laying on its side on the floor in the garage. I'm going to have probably another 1 or 2 people help me get it picked up. But anyway, so I've just kind of got a lot of stuff going on at the house, and helping people and doing what I can. And, I've got my bills paid. I've got money saving up in the savings account, and just want to be able to be a blessing to other people and help them. So we're gonna do that this week. I do have several videos I'm excited about. I'm planning, and I actually have one already recorded that I recorded today, and it is going to be. I'm hoping, in my world, in my mind, for how long it's taken so much work and effort and time and frustration and just stress. I've been working on this project for some time, and it's finally done as it will ever be. And things will be adjusted in the future. But anyways, be looking out for a video probably tomorrow. Usually I try to do Thursdays and Sundays. I missed it today. I would have had that done, but I just didn't have enough time. But I'll be loading up the week with videos that I'm pretty excited about. But tomorrow's video is going to be, for me, pretty huge, just because of how much time and effort I put into it. So be looking out for that video probably early afternoon. I'll be putting that out. So I'm really excited about it. It may be a complete flop. You guys might think it's really stupid. That's okay. Maybe it is dumb, but it's a project, not just a video. So this will affect you if you are a new driver, if you want to be involved in more community-based conversations and stuff, and to be able to get more access to me if possible. So just be looking out for that video tomorrow. Pretty pumped about that, and nervous, and hopefully it doesn't blow up in my face. But if it does, we'll just roll with it. So, oh man. Okay, let's see here. Sean, thanks for leading me Blackstone Laboratories for oil analysis. Yes, those guys are awesome. Oh, you said those guys are amazing. Okay, they give you so much detail and a very personalized report. Awesome, Sean. Glad to hear that report. Hopefully your report was good for your truck. And they don't just treat. They don't just analyze your oil, but they'll do your transmission fluid. They'll do your differential fluid. Just about every fluid that you've got to be able to see what's really going on inside of that, compartment with that fluid. So I'm planning on doing my diff fluid, doing my transmission fluid. If I remember it and if I care enough to actually do it that day when I'm on my back underneath the truck. But definitely worth the try. I'm gonna try it. So yeah, awesome. Blackstone is awesome. Let's see here, Paul. The best part of RV transport: you control when and how hard to work. I'm with you, man. Sometimes we live these lives thinking we've got to bring in all the bacon. We've got to. And this is kind of going against the grain for most people, but we've got to bring in 60, 70, 80, 100K to be able to provide for our family. And the truth is, I'm living alone. I have a dog. He eats almost as much as I do. I'm paying for me and my dog and my house and everything, but I can almost guarantee you the life that we live as Americans, which we are so blessed by God, and we are just His grace and mercy, that we don't understand how good of a life we have it here in America, and just how blessed we are. And we live some pretty extravagant lives, even though we might not think so. And so I just the smaller the budget, whatever you can live on, is essentially what you've got to be able to bring in. And so if you're being willing to live on less, then you don't have to bring in as much. And so, and still being able to save for retirement and whatnot. So anyways, just a thought there. But absolutely, man, controlling when and how hard I work. I love being able to pay my own bills, do my own stuff. And then above and beyond that, be able to help somebody out with their car. The couple I'm going to be helping out, they literally can't afford it. It's going to be way too much money. 2-wheel hub assemblies for them to do. And I just told them, buy the parts. I'll do the rest. I'll take care of you. If I can't figure it out, I'll find someone who can figure it out for you. So anyways, I love being able to have that flexibility. That's power. being able to be flexible like that. So, anyways, yeah. Mike, what's going on, Mike? Hey, Daniel, good to see you. Does Synergy reimburse your tolls when you were on your way back? Also, do they reimburse tolls if you don't take their recommended route? Okay, awesome questions. So there's a couple different answers to that question. So just kind of bear with me. If you go east, actually, let me back up. If you go west or east or south, if you have to go through Chicago and then drop down from on 80 going down, Synergy will pay for all of your tolls going outbound, no matter what direction you're going. They pay for those. For Synergy, they pay for all tolls coming back to Synergy from the east. So if you go east, you get both tolls there and back. If you go west, you only get tolls going out, going west. You don't get tolls coming back in. Now, my understanding is it's been a long time since I've been out there, but they're not. It's not that much to begin with. Coming back east to get to Goshen, coming back. So, and then south, unless you're like going to Houston or someplace, I don't know if there's there's really any other tolls you're going to hit going south. So, so yes and no, but any decent amount of tolls that you're going to go through, unless you're like in Florida or West Virginia, they'll pay all those there and back. And then the second part of that question, what did I say? Also, do they reimburse tolls if you don't take the recommended route? Okay, so great example for this. I just took a load to Stanton, Texas. Stanton, Texas is 1,280 miles away from Goshen. I got paid $1,379 miles, but they said here's the trade-off, or whatever you want to call it. They said that if I go, I'm sorry, let me back up. The recommended route. So they recommended the only way they're going to pay for the $10 cap of tolls is if I go south 57, 55, cutting through Arkansas and then cutting across from Texarkana, going all the way west across the top of Texas, going that way. So that would be going the. I would be paid for every mile I pretty much drove very, very close there, and I would get that extra $10. Now, here's what's I've done the math on it, but here's what I did. Here's what I've done every single time I've gone to this particular location in Texas. Again, I'm being paid for $1,380. I drive the route going through Missouri, Oklahoma, dropping down Wichita Falls, and then bouncing off left to get to Stanton, Texas. That is only 1,280 miles. So almost 100 miles less that I have to drive, which means 100 miles times the fuel that I would have spent driving the other way, which is several gallons. See, what would that be? Ballpark. 6. I can't count right now. 6 to 7, maybe 8, depending on the wind and craziness out there. But so 8 gallons times whatever. So I'm automatically saving that money, and then hopefully you're able to follow with me. But I went 100 miles less. I paid for. I didn't get reimbursed for any of the tolls. I paid an additional. I think it's like $11.50 twice on the way down, and then it's like $4.50 or $2 back empty. So 22. So 23 plus 25, $27 in tolls that I paid out of my own pocket. I chose to, but technically I got paid 1,380 miles at $1.47, I believe. So I'm still making so much more going the non-recommended route. I did not get reimbursed for tolls, but I made more money going the shorter route at that higher pay, and I come out on top on that. So no, you don't get reimbursed for if you don't go their recommended route. But in some, this is literally like the one time. This is the one dealership, one whatever location that it works out this way, that I would choose to do this. So anyways, hopefully that helps answer that. If I completely lost you, I'm sorry. Maybe I can work it out on some paper later and send it to you or something. But yeah, sorry. Living off grid, what's going on? Glad to have you here, man. Okay, Jeffrey. I saw a topo talking about the changes to HRS starting in a couple of days. Yep. I believe the only thing that affects us, if I'm right, is that our 30-minute break can be on duty, not driving. And do not quote me on this. I haven't even fully gone through it all. But the only thing that actually affects us, I don't have a sleeper berth. I'm not doing any of that stuff on that other side of it. But is that we can now have a 30-minute break on duty, not driving, within that 8-hour period from the very beginning, from the pre-trip till 8 hours. So I believe that's the case. I could be wrong. I take my time. Usually when I take my 30-minute break, I'm fueling up or I'm at the dealership, and literally right after they do that, I'm going to go buy some food and do something else anyway. So for me, that's kind of where I'm already at. This doesn't really affect me a whole lot. I don't go cross country, to California and back. I'm sure this could affect somebody definitely going, doing that kind of stuff. But I'm not running that hard. So yeah. See here. All right. Pull it up on my phone here so I can see the chat better if I can. Okay, Mike, I got it. I would imagine that if you take the recommended, it could take significantly more time. And as you know, I'm sure that time is money. Yep, you got it, man. Yep. I just prefer that route anyways. When you get into Texas, I've just had bad encounters in Texas, specifically East Texas. I have had two. My computer is going nuts. Sorry. I think I've had 2 tickets in Texas in the last 4 years, and I won't even go into it. But when you have a 75-mile-an-hour speed limit and it drops to 55 in the middle of a turn or in the middle of the road curving hard, and I can't even handle it. Technically, I was in trouble, and I was like, I think he said I was going like 71. This at both times, same scenario, same thing. Anyways, just craziness. But yeah, I paid the tickets, and they got paid. But yeah, going through East Texas is not my favorite. So I prefer coming down from Oklahoma straight down to get there. So anyways, yeah. Oh man. Let's see, Scott. Hey man. Glad to see you're getting some relaxation time. Yeah. I definitely, this week's not going to be too relaxing, but definitely had a good time. Just got out of church tonight and wanted to get on here and talk with you guys. If you're just joining, I was supposed to have a video go out today. I got it recorded today, but not able to get it all edited and done in time. And I really hate posting. I don't want to post a video in the middle of the night. No one's going to see it, and it's probably going to be forgotten about. And so I'll wait till tomorrow to get that pumping, and tomorrow afternoon. If you are interested in it, it's going to be a pretty big video in my view. My hope, I guess. It's something I've been working on for a very long time, well over 6 months. And I think it could be a great help to you. I hope it is. It's going to be a community-based thing, and I just really hope it can be a help to you guys. So be looking out for that tomorrow when I get it going. But yeah, having a good time. Let's see, Sean, are you using any kind of fuel additive, and if so, what brand? So I've looked at Lucas for quite a long time. And I've used their what is it, fuel injection, whatever treatment, whatever it's called. I always get the big gallon, and I think it treats like 400 gallons or whatever. But I settle down, baby. What was I saying? But yeah, I use Lucas. I've used it. I used it from 79,000 just about until now for the most part. So I had 405,000 miles when my injectors went. So I don't know if that's, to me it sounds like a huge number. Maybe it's not, with taking into consideration its highway miles, its consistent speed rates, or whatever. On the highway, maybe that changes things, but I've seemingly had good success with Lucas, and I've tried some other things more recently. I don't want to, besides the fact that everybody has their own opinion, and you're just going to do what you're going to do. I don't want to stand up on my roof and say you guys better all get this or whatever. But I have been trying a few things more recently, just kind of experimenting just to see. And I don't really want to get too, the thought of me recommending something and then it not being good for your engine or not being whatever, and you taking my recommendation, that just scares me to death. I do not want to give you a bad recommendation. So anything that I'm going to recommend, I'm not even recommending Lucas. I'm just saying that's what I've used, and so far for myself, I've been good with it. So, anyways, that's my thought. If someday maybe I'll give a recommendation and say, hey, I really do think this is quality stuff, and I can prove it with my numbers. I just haven't taken the time to check my numbers, no additive versus an additive and all that. So, yeah. Tony, what's going on, man? Hello, heading to Reno. Awesome, man. Stay safe out there. Scott, all right, sweet. Yes, sir. Tim, are there a lot of backhauls to the south? No. If you can go back and watch a few of my videos talking about backhauls. With Synergy, let me clarify. With Synergy, there's not many backhauls really at all. With other companies, I'm sure there's backhauls all over the place, and that's fantastic. Good for those other companies. I've had 5 backhauls in 4 years, so that's pretty rough. And this year, 2020, I've had 2, so I'm really pushing it this year. I'm doubling down. So I'm sure there's some, but they're not with Synergy. Most of Synergy backhauls are coming from our other yards out west, going to other places around out west. So not much. I've heard of other guys getting small little backhauls or whatever from the south, but I can't dogmatically say, "Oh yeah, we've got backhauls going from the south, coming back." So, yep. Paul, how often do you add fuel additive? Okay, so between my auxiliary and my main tank, I have 150 gallons. So what I usually do is I will add, to be honest, it's usually about half. So 400 gallons in a gallon. I'm sorry. If a Lucas bottle treats 400 gallons in 1 gallon container, then I'll literally add half. So I will have a more of a richer mixture or whatever. So it's technically treating 200 gallons, but I'll put the most of that half in the auxiliary, and then the rest to get it down to the half in the main tank. So that's what I do, and I will do that to answer your question. Sorry, I'll do that probably every other complete fill up, so every other 150 gallons. More lately, I haven't done it as often. It's maybe been every 3, but yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Tim, wait, did I skip anyone? No. You'll have to do a video on the drivers and their rigs. Which drivers and their rigs? I know a few other people who may be willing to let me dig through their truck and show what they have. They might not be willing to go on camera, but yeah. Let's see, Mike. Hey, Daniel, are you still seeing the inflated amount per mile on the load boards? How's that dissipated? Okay, yes, they're still going on. I believe most companies have either said like October or November, or some, I believe, have even said till the end of the year. So it's interesting to me. Either these manufacturers have negotiated different terms with different companies for different lengths, or it's the transporting company that's actually deciding when they're going to stop or not. So I find that interesting to me. Is it really the manufacturer giving more money, or is it the transporting company just happening to be giving more, and they all said they're going to give more because they're desperate. They're absolutely desperate for drivers. So until I would assume at the earliest, early November, I would assume whatever's going to happen, especially with the election, November is probably either, I don't know. I would assume November, people will start announcing, hey, we're cutting this off, or hey, we're extending this till the end of the year, or whatever. So see here. Paul, cool, thanks. Do you watch PD Diesel Power or Motor City Mechanic? Oh man, Paul. Oh man. So I think I've seen the Diesel Power. I know for sure I've watched Motor City Mechanic. I know that because I watched his 3-part series on how to pull your dash out of your truck, out of our 3500s, Ram 3500. And man, oh man, I watched his videos so many times before I ever touched my dash. Man, it was a several-day event. It was an absolute nightmare. I had no idea what I was doing, but I pulled my whole dash, dropped my steering wheel, pulled everything out. I replaced the AC, accumulator, AC evaporator, and the in the heater core. I busted off the coolant line that comes out of the top of the engine that goes into there, so I had to then replace that. But anyways, long story short, you can tell it was a really good time. At that time, I didn't have this house, and I went to my mom's garage because it was wintertime, and that's the only place I could fit my truck into, and that was a nightmare. But yeah, I've watched Motor City Mechanic. He saved me probably a couple grand for real, and that's one of the things, man. It just so inspired me. Like, man, this dude just saved my bacon. Like, I could have just yielded and just said, you know what, take my truck, fix it because I got no heat. The heater core completely plugged up. Just so you guys know, just a tip for the day: if you ever have a coolant leak in your radiator or anything like that, and you pour that stuff that clogs up the leaks or anything like that, I'm sure it works because it plugged up my leak. But guess what? One of the smallest areas or avenues that stuff will get clogged in is your heater core in your dash. And when that happens, you're pulling your dash. So just so you're aware, you may plug up your leak, but you're probably going to lose your heat because those have the most narrow veins. It has the smallest tubing in the whole system. It's at the top. The circulation isn't the best. So that's going to be a real big problem for you. So I know that from experience. So anyways, yeah, Motor City Mechanic, man, he saved me so much money. And he's one of the guys that inspired me to try to help where I can. The idiot that I am, trying to get stuff put together and help people with what I'm able to do on my truck. Chris, yes, I have. Have I heard the Patrick company bought Synergy? Yep. They also own Indiana Transport, I believe. I haven't heard of any real changes happening, coming down the pipe, but I don't know to what degree they're vested. If it's just they're wanting some quick cash, they're wanting to get some real big dividends or whatever, or if they're wanting to mix things up in the companies. Potentially, I could see where having two companies, or I think they own multiple more companies than just transporting companies, but for them to be able to diversify and be able to maybe network within ourselves, maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing. We'll find out. I certainly don't know. I'm not going to say it's good or bad, but we'll see. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. Let's see. Steve, what's going on, man? Can you use a two-wheel drive dually, or do you need a four-wheel drive to do this? You can absolutely do a two-wheel drive. I can tell you I was two-wheel drive for a certain amount of time because my transfer case completely blew up when I was in Oklahoma. Yeah, you can absolutely do this job in two-wheel drive. Obviously, if you're needing four-wheel drive in the dually, you probably shouldn't be on the highway with the trailer, first of all. But, yeah, you can do it in two-wheel drive for sure. But you just won't have the problem of the front drive shaft completely lighting itself on fire like mine did. So, Frank, do you have a cabin air filter? Yes, I do. I've already cut the little plastic cover off. There was nothing inside. Thank you so much, Mopar. You guys are the best. And then I put a real cabin air filter in there, and I think I've done it a couple times now. It doesn't get too dirty, but yeah. I think I got that from, oh man, what's that company called? Man, it's Gino's Garage. Gino's Garage. They've got those cabin air filters. I'm sure other people do as well, but I got mine from Gino's Garage. They've got a whole bunch of stuff for our trucks, so definitely a good place to go. Paul, ouch, Motor City. This one on service. Airwatch PD multiple Rams over 500. Owns a hot company. Huh? Very good, very good. And I will definitely check out the the Motor City guy for the 67 5 servicing. That's very good. Definitely need. Oh man, I try to make sure I kind of do it in waves. Talking about I don't know, 6 months ago, I talked a lot about maintenance, and I feel like we really need to. Anybody who's watching, you need to have a maintenance plan. You need to make sure you're sticking to it. Tell a friend if you care about your friends out on the road. Get your maintenance plan in order. Like seriously, take care of yourself. Take care of your other people. Make sure that they are getting everything that needs greased, and listening for sounds, and just making sure everything's at the right intervals. So, absolutely, it's worth so much money in breakdowns, in trouble down the road. It's worth so much just to be preemptive and to take care of things. So, absolutely, take care of maintenance and get stuff serviced. So, yeah, let's see here. If you were, I don't know how many people were popping in or out or whatever. I see 17, but I said earlier, this week I'm not going out as far as I see right now. Maybe towards the end of the week, but I've got a buddy. I'm going to be doing his EGR cooler and valve for him, cleaning that up. And it's actually been a little while since I've had to do. Had to do the cooler. I'm going to use my own video and to see if I actually did everything that needs to be done, and if I can do the whole job just off of my one video without any other help. So we'll see how that goes, and I'll give myself a review. This loser over here, he didn't get it. We'll see how that goes, but. Yeah, got to do his, and then, oops, I've got to do his, and then some wheel hub assemblies for a buddy in his car. Can't afford the mechanic to do his hub assembly, so I'm going to do that for him. And then I got to go to my grandma's and take care of business for her property. So I'm just going to be kind of laying low, and then also. If you are a follower on Instagram, I'll be putting a picture on there sometime this week of the new shop tool toy. I think I was kind of slobbering when the guys got it off the big truck and they like carted it up my driveway to my garage. I was just kind of like, this is it. So I got a pretty neat tool. That I'll be putting to use, and it'll probably last longer than I will here on this earth. But anyways, that'll be pretty neat to show you guys. So follow me on Instagram. I don't post 50 times a day or anything, but just try to give you a little bit behind the scenes stuff that's. Tim Gino's is in my old hometown where I was born and raised. Georgia. Wow. Okay. Very cool. Do you know, is it like a big operation there, or just a single building, or is it like a mega, factory type of looking place? Curious about that. And where are you guys going this week? I know I'm probably not going to be going out, maybe a shorter trip, but where are you guys headed out this week? Anybody there? Oh, man. I also have a, let's see. If you saw my, my vlog from this last video, kind of talked about the new toolbox that I bought. So you can see a little sneak peek of that in that vlog video, but I am going to be doing a full review. It's a fifth wheel toolbox, doing a full review on that, and maybe more importantly, going through everything that I keep in there, all my tools, all my fluids, parts, all that stuff. So if you're interested in seeing what I keep in my toolbox, and eventually I'll go through the rest of the bed. But if you're interested in seeing that, let me know. And hopefully that video is going to be coming out this week as well. So I've got a big video coming out for something I've been working on for a long time to help the whole community, as well as this next video. So I'm hoping this week's a pretty big week to be able to give value to you guys. So hopefully that's a help. Tim says warehouse and then any part. Okay, gotcha. Very cool. Paul says I'm picking up in Burnsville, Mississippi tomorrow to Bend, Oregon. Okay, wow. Very good. Tony, Reno, yep. Nice guy, King. Good to have you, man. You think a Freightliner M2 sport chassis would be good for towaway? Just going to be completely transparent with you. I have no idea what that is or what that looks like. Maybe. If anybody knows in the comments, let them know. I'm not sure. I can Google that, a little later and get back with you, but I'm really not sure. That would be good. Sport chassis I'm assuming if you can put the fifth wheel on there, and you still have your tow behind hitch, I would assume so. I don't know. I may be a complete idiot, so sorry. Frank, going to pick up my trailer in Vermont. Ooh, I got to tell you, Vermont, not my favorite place to go. Not my favorite place. I'll just say this: it's my transmission's least favorite place to go. Man, oh man, not a good place. But last time I went there, I think, man, it got close to like 300 degrees. Wait, what was that? Is that right? Whatever it was way. Yeah, it was like 250 plus. Just climbing up there was crazy. And that was a couple 100,000 miles ago, so, or at least 100. But yeah. M2 for hot shot would be great. Okay. Yep, Frank's got you on that. Very good. Man. Well, I'm sorry I don't have more to talk about. If you guys want to keep talking, we can. If not, we can hit the hay for the night. I know it's I guess it's only 8:30, but Vermont is not far as I'm from Montreal. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Gotcha. Tim, a reef trailer fuel tank makes a good fuel tank. It has DOT numbers on it. Boom. Perfect. Yep. I am in the future going to be talking about. I'll be talking about my auxiliary fuel tank, talking about fuel tanks in our beds, and all of those things. But that will be in the future here. So, Jeffrey, how long can you go without a bathroom break? Well, legally, when you're under load, I mean, you'd have to take your 30-minute break at some point before that 8 hours to be able to do that. For me, out on the road, when I've been empty, just driving my personal vehicle, or being empty, not under dispatch, nothing at all, driving my vehicle. Um, I've gone like 9.5 hours. Um, I had some food, I had some water. Um, at the time, I did not have a rider, and I had already lost my dog, Big Al. So it was just me driving, and so I didn't have to stop for the dog. Yeah, I think like 9.5 hours, going straight through, just rolling. So yeah, probably not a good idea. And actually, for your back, um, man, actually, oh man, I guess I do have a little bit to share with you. And this is just kind of down the road stuff. I don't know how quickly it's going to happen, if it's going to happen at all. But when you drive for a long, long time, you're not splitting up your 11 hours, 5.5, 5.5. You're trying to max out that front end so that your back end is closer, or you're trying to deliver in that time, or whatever it is. That does such damage, I think, to your back, to your muscles, to your blood flow, everywhere. And you get out of your car and you're stiff as a board, and you're hurting and you're aching, and then you go to bed because you're exhausted. And so that can be that can have a really big toll on your body. You think, oh, I'm just going to power through it. Well, dude, I'm telling you, after several days of doing it, unless you're Mr. Superhero Man, knock yourself out, it's going to catch up with you. And I'm younger, and yeah, I'm a bigger dude, and that comes with his own problems. But I don't care who you are. You got to be very careful with your body. Take care of it. Be intentional. Be listening to how your body is responding. Trying to force it to do other things that it does not want to do. It hurts. So be careful with that. But one thing I am planning on doing in the future, my truck is a Ram 2012. So I've got an 8-year-old truck, and the seat has had me sitting in it for over 4 years now. Man, 4.5 years. Wow. Okay. Wow. We're almost to 5. Mine is Corona, 4 and some change. Wow. That poor seat. That's all I got to say. That poor seat has endured me for over 4 years. And I got to tell you, that seat is not what it used to be. And it started out not being worth anything. And so what I'm planning on doing, is buying a new chair, an aftermarket chair, that is going to be with all the bells and the whistles, everything that, if I'm going to buy a chair, I'm not buying a crummy chair just to replace the old one. I want to have one that's actually going to make my life easier. If you're going to be replacing anything on the truck, if you're going to be forking out quite a bit of dough, if it's in your means, in your budget, then I would advise you to level up at least a smidge, no matter what it is, but especially when it comes to, think about this, you're driving for 11 hours, but best case scenario for you, you're only sleeping 10 hours. Wow. I'm sorry. You're driving 11 hours, but you're only going to be sleeping 10 hours. So for you to invest in your seat that you're in more than you're not, it's just too important. So I'm going to be buying a aftermarket. I've already talked to a few companies in northern Indiana, and I'm going to be hopefully seeing if I can find some way to. It is fairly expensive, like over $1,000 for the type of quality and all the bells and whistles with heating, cooling, vibration, or actual massage, the lumbar support, all that stuff. It's you're not just investing in a new toy, you're investing in your body, like for real. your own sanity, your comfortability, for you to continue doing this job year after year. If you're serious about this job, you really need to be thoughtful in this area. Your comfortability driving down the road. You're driving more than you're sleeping, than you're sitting, and so just be thinking about that. But I'm hoping if I can find a company who's willing to do that, which I know there are, but I'd like to find a company that could potential sponsor me or whatever, but more importantly, be able to give you some type of coupon code or some type of whatever to be able to send you guys, if you want to fork out that kind of money, to be able to send you to them and be able to save some serious money if possible. So I don't know if that's even on people's radars. People. It seems like people buy and sell trucks so often that you wouldn't even need to be worried about the seat. But I'm not selling my truck. I'm not going to get anything out of my truck at this point. It would just be a joke. So I'm keeping my truck till the wheels. Normally I'd say till the wheels fall off, but they've almost fallen off in the past. So I better not say that. But I'm definitely going to be investing in myself, in my chair, and they can color match it. They can put all the stuff in there, and it'll work just right. And I'm going to do it. So I'm hoping I can help save you guys some money too. Again, I don't even know if people care about that, but definitely wanted to extend that to you guys if it's even possible. Let's see here. No coffee or big gulps. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, we just made it happen. Driving those miles. Sean, a good comfortable seat is worth its weight in gold. Man, I'm with you. I have not had one for. It was okay at the beginning, but man, a Ram seat compared to a Ford seat or any other seat out there, I'm sure, just miles ahead. So I'm not impressed with Ram's seat by any means, and it's a tragedy. Good comfortable seat is as important as a good night's sleep. Yes, for real. And this last week, honestly, I came home from my trip, and I had I always call it my chicken wing, but it's actually what your shoulder blade or whatever. My left shoulder blade, in between my shoulder blade and my spine, there was like a pinched nerve or something, and it literally happened while I was driving down the road. Like I was like, ooh, that does not feel good. Like I was just crumpled up in that chair, and that seat it just honestly hurts my body. And so I've been putting up with it for a long time because I'm too cheap. But if I don't get it fixed soon, it's just I'm going to be cheap. I'm going to be, wrecked. So, yeah, important is a good night's sleep for sure. Tony, please have heated and cooled seats, and I love them. Oh man, I'm jealous, man. Oh, I've got to get. It's not even about the heated and cooled. I just need a comfortable chair. I need a comfortable chair, and massaging or vibrating or whatever, anything that's better than this chair right now. I'm desperate. It's pathetic, but oh my, that Ford, my original Ford F-350 05, man, it had captain chairs or whatever they call it in the front. That thing, it was a Lariat. It had the lower lumbar support, whatever, but it was just the regular seat. Nothing fancy on it. It was electric, but there was no heating, cooling, any of that stuff. It was an 05. And it was just incredible. I felt like I could conquer the world in that chair and drive all day long, 24/7. It was an amazing chair. I'd love to steal one of those and put it in my Ram, but man. Paul, I heard that Dually Depot sold air ride seats for pickups. Not sure. Yes, they do. I don't know about if Dan's does as well, but actually one of the companies that they literally make these custom for you. That's who I'm kind of talking about. I'm sure Dually Depot has a set different type of seat that they can get you that is air ride. I definitely have seen that, but this company will color match it to your vehicle, have all the things that you want. They've got like 50 options of different things. Maybe I'll make a video about that in the future, but this one company that I've seen, they've got every things you could have in a chair that I didn't even know were a thing. They've got every option, and they will custom make it for you to your exact thing. So it's not just one size fits all, a custom thing to color match and all that. So pretty neat. And they also do have air ride. So this is kind of it's a little pricey, but I'm going to go the custom route if I can convince myself and to be able to take care of my back. So Tony, Chevy. Okay. So is a Chevy seat a lot better than a Ram? Tony. Tim, my 1500, the cushion got cut by the metal brace. Oh man. I gotta tell you, my Ram seat, the pin wire or whatever of the seam or whatever, it's so beat up and cut open and everything. I get stabbed in my left thigh, I guess. Every time I get out of my truck, I get stabbed. Oh my word. Yeah, there's been a couple times where I'm like, I'm glad to be out of the truck now. Get stabbed on the way out. Let's see. Herb, great to have you here, man. My driver's seat is shot at 344K. Oh my. It's now a real pain in the back for real. Let us know if you find a quality replacement. Absolutely, man. I'll definitely make a video on it. I just hope it's affordable, but at this point, I can't really afford to not have one, to not upgrade, because my butt is just just broken from sitting on this trash can of a seat. So, but I will definitely get back with you guys on that if I do find one, and hopefully I can get some type of discount for you any way I can. I don't even know, but yeah. Tim, I'm planning my ultimate budget tow rig. Oh my word. Very good, man. Awesome. Tony, yes. Chevy, yep. Okay. Yeah, it seems like Ford, Chevy, I'm sure GMC, everybody's got it figured out, but Ram, no. We're going to give you the right engine and on the transmission, and then in the interior, you're going to get complete garbage. That's at least how it feels. I guess I'll take quality truck stuff rather than the seat interior, but it's beating the life out of me. I got to do something. So. All right. See if there's anybody else. Well, I don't want to bore you guys. What else is there to talk about? Again, I won't be out on the road this week probably. If you want to follow what I'm doing this week, maybe I'll post a little bit more on Instagram to keep you guys in the know what's going on with me. But hopefully this week I'll be dropping some pretty good videos for you. Hopefully they can be valuable to you. And I'm just one of the videos I really am just kind of nervous about it, just because I've put so much time and effort into it, and I'm really hoping that it can be a help to you, and it's not just worthless. That's my fear, but we will see how it goes. So, all It's been a little over an hour. Actor Dan Blocker. Let me look up who Dan Blocker is. I have no idea. Let's see. Okay. I don't know if that's an insult or if that's a compliment. Let's see here. Here's some of the results. Oh, dear. Oh, man. Well, he's definitely a hairy dude. Besides, like, right in here. Oh, wow. Well, I don't know what to say, guys. Sorry. Just hanging out here. I'm probably going to be working on doing some editing a little bit tonight. See you later, Tony. Have a good night, man. But probably doing a little editing tonight, and then getting ready for this week with everything that I've got going on, trying to help multiple people. So, but yeah. I guess we're just gonna end the live right now. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you guys. If the chat was going a little bit more, then I would keep going with you guys. But I don't want to sit here and just pick my nose in front of you and bore you. So thank you guys for watching. Nice guy. Thanks for all you do, and God bless you too, man. I hope you guys have a great night tonight. One last question. Do you like a manual trans? I've only driven like one, and it was like a Honda something back in the day. And I can't really say yes or no. Certainly not for what we're doing. I definitely have not driven a manual transmission truck of any kind. So I can't say a whole lot on that. I know other guys they die on the hill for the G56 transmission. They say that's the problem solver or whatever. But yeah. Oh man, Sean, thank you so much. Gotta run. Have a good night, Daniel. Looking forward to your videos tomorrow. Stay safe. God bless. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Again, any money you guys give to me goes straight back into the channel, straight into equipment or YouTube subscription stuff I have going on to be able to produce stuff. So thank you very much. Paul, have a good night, man. Thanks for everything. You too as well, man. Thank you so much for watching tonight. I really am going to get off now. So have a great night, guys. Thanks so much. See you.